Rays win! Rays win!
It is November 19th, and we have Rays breaking news that is not related to the stadium ordeal. Jose Siri traded to the New York Mets for right-handed reliever Eric Orz. Apologies for mispronouncing, and I'll probably mispronounce the whole video, but yeah. What's good, everybody? Let's talk Tampa sports. It's been a busy day for the Rays. I just spent a couple hours probably watching the Pinellas County Commission's meeting, voting on what to do with these bonds to fund the Rays stadium deal, and it is delayed again, 6-1, and I don't blame those folks at all. Stuart Sternberg gave them a very, honestly, disrespectful message right before that meeting, stating they're not going to answer questions, they're just not going to communicate. They're placing the blame on the county for delaying the vote the first time, even though that vote was very soon after a major hurricane, and the commission just said we need time to take a breath, evaluate things. So it gets delayed 3 weeks, and now since they delayed it 3 weeks, Sternberg is saying they're bad partners and they can't work on a deal anymore. It's not what this video is about. I probably shouldn't have even said anything on the subject because that is just one little bit of it. So someone may take that clip and be like, oh, he thinks this, and that about the stadium deal. I'm just stating that little bit there on what Sternberg said before. Anyways, Jose Siri, I'm seeing a lot of opinions, negative opinions about this deal moving Jose Siri, which as a player, I don't know that I agree with. As a personality, sure. He was a guy, fun, electric, literally had the lightning bolt earrings. I get it. We had the running joke of whenever he pimps a home run, that pitcher is automatically a racist, which is just hilarious and ridiculous at the same time. So I get it as a player. Defensively, electric, running the bases, electric, a little decision making here and there, okay. But as a player, like I said, I don't really see it. So let's pull up these stats. Maybe I can jog your memory just about how rough it was for Jose Siri last season and why the Rays do have a better option and Johnny DeLuca behind him to play more consistently. So Jose Siri last season, 28 years old. He spent 2.5 years with the Rays after getting traded to them from the Houston Astros. So 130 games played. His home runs went from 25 to 18, even though he played 29 more games. His strikeouts went from 130 last season to 170. And his batting average went from 222 to 187. Despite how fast he is, I think he's in like the 98th, 99th percentile. Just 14 stolen bases. Like I said, playing 29 more games this year than he did the previous year. Stolen base only went up 2. What else do we have here that we can kind of pick at? Playing 29 more games last year than the previous season. His RBIs went from 56 to 47. Not great. But the worst number to me is this 170 strikeouts. When you have a 448 plate appearances and 170 strikeouts, let me get out my calculator. So 448, I'm doing that wrong, I'm dumb. 170 divided by 448. 37, basically 38% of Jose Siri's at-bats resulted in a strikeout. An unproductive out. An out that did absolutely nothing for the team, nothing for the offense. Just you're up, you're down. That's it. That's not good. It's not good. So as much as I do also like Jose Siri as a personality, electric, brings energy to the team, to the stadium, seeing him just hit a home run and just stand there. I mean, it was pure entertainment. So I understand that side, but offensively, guys, it just was not there. Defensively, yes, Jose Siri will be missed. He was fantastic defensively. But I think Johnny DeLuca is good enough of a defender. He is a good defender. Where the lack of offensive production from Jose Siri, they're okay with moving on from that, getting a little bit worse defensively and better offensively. When you look at what DeLuca did going towards the latter of the season, his numbers did get better. He did came on hot, had a long slump, and then started getting it back together towards the end of the season, and his numbers ended up being better than Jose Siri's. Yes, he played a little bit less, but ultimately, yeah, he did. Shout out to Running from the OPS on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it, for these numbers. Jose Siri's second half improvements. Let me actually pull him up so I can give him the credit. There you go. Johnny DeLuca's second half improvements. K rate went from 25% to 17%. Hard hit rate went up just by 1. Average went from 178 to 250. And his WAR did improve as well. So there are some positives going towards the end of the season from Johnny DeLuca that I think the Rays front office did like and probably did prefer that over what Jose Siri was doing going forward. And if you want an idea of what the rest of the majors thinks about Jose Siri, I mean, just look at what the Rays got for him. We know the Rays tested the water, gauged the interest from around the league. Hey, who wants Jose Siri? The offers they were getting back for him. And you end up with Eric Orzi, a 27-year-old minor league reliever. It kind of tells you what the rest of the league thinks about Jose Siri as well. So getting to said reliever, 6'4", 195 pounds, 27 years old, right-handed. Only played in 2 major league games last year with the New York Mets, so not much major league experience at all. But his minor league stats last season, record of 6-1, 2.92 ERA, looking good there. 43 games, 61 2/3 innings pitched. Big strikeout guy, 84 strikeouts in those 61 innings pitched, so that's good there. Hearing that he has a nasty changeup. I don't know too much else about him, but just from what I've seen on social media, the initial interest, the initial scouting, I guess you could say, on this guy, that's what I've gotten from it. So big strikeout, good changeup, and yeah, that's really all I have on him. Can't say I know much about him right now. That's going to be it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please leave your comments down below. Comment on whatever you want about the Rays right now. It's beyond me. It's beyond me. I'm sitting there watching that commissioners meeting for 2 hours, watching the entire Pinellas County Commission basically torch Stu Sternberg, just giving it to him, calling him a bad partner, greedy, this, that, and the other, deservedly so. And I get this update that Jose Siri's traded. Too much going on. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Once again, please like and subscribe. Go Rays. Y'all have a blessed one.